Well, hello everyone. We are out here. We just harvested a couple Napa cabbages. These haven't fully headed up all the way, but Dr. Miller was asking for some collard greens tonight, and well, I have some collard greens, but I'd like to use up these Napa cabbage, and they'll slice and dice up just fine, and we'll eat them like that. How about that, Bridget Rose? How's that?
Cabbage queen.
That looked pretty good. But we're out here in the garden, and it is cold. This is, we get a couple days kind of stunts like this, and so the ground is somewhat frozen. We don't normally get a ground freeze really much, but it's about 35 degrees out here. We were just in the hoop house doing some weeding, and Bridget was doing the opposite. She was tearing up some good plants. That's all right. A weed is just a plant that's misplaced. But we are out here, and I want to show you everything. Just kind of show you what we've got here growing in the kind of dead of winter. What was that? So we've got our Napa cabbage, of course, growing right here. We have some cabbage here. I'm not 100% sure of the variety, but it has not headed up, but it's also taking this winter really great. I mean, we've had a lot of frost, and it's doing perfectly fine, so I'm expecting that to head up come springtime. We've got collard greens here. We've got more collard greens there. Down there, we've got some Brussels sprouts. We didn't get our Brussels sprouts in enough time, and so that, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna need any Brussels. We've been able to eat some leaves. Yeah, so we're okay with that. And then we have some more Brussels sprouts over there that, again, didn't turn out for us. But we have garlic that's growing nicely. It's about 4 or 5 inches out of the ground right now. I think that should be all right. We planted it pretty perfectly, so I'm happy with that. Here's something I wanted to show you. Right here this is a bed that will be bred here, and that we'll be using to kind of continue our landrace collard greens. And in here we do have a few new varieties. Bridget wants to jump down here and see, but we've got right here this nice purple collard green. You can see it looks like a little frilly, almost like a kale, but this actually came from last year's collard green breeding that we did. We didn't have anything that looked like this, and we do have that growing in here now. This is that Napa. And so that will be adding in. Anything that looks more collard greeny is what we've been growing. But here's a neat one. This is a variegated collard green. And here, I'll pull a leaf off so you can see. It's got a nice white rib there. That's really nice. It's supposed to be able to handle the heat pretty well, and so that's kind of why we added it in. And then another one we added in was this Mccormick's green glaze. See here. It's a really thick stem, or a really thick leaf, so it cooks up and holds its texture really nicely. I haven't had a ton of luck with it growing very vigorously though, so I'm guessing maybe it's just the variety type or whatnot, but I wasn't 100% sure I was going to add that in to our breeding project, but I think I am, because they do say this holds up to bugs a lot better than other varieties. So that is where we're at. We've got most of the garden prepped. I'll pick Bridget Rose up here. Come here. Oh. And so we do have most of the garden prepped. We are ready for spring, as ready as we'll ever be. And we're surely excited to share this gardening year and this gardening journey with everyone here, and share kind of how we cook things up and how we eat our produce in our haul. Dr. Miller is shaking behind the camera. So we will say goodbye, and we'll see you in another video soon. You want to say bye, Bridgie? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, we'll see you guys. Love ya.